So the record that I've just set in the lovely Jaguar E-PACE, I had to do a 360 barrel roll, ramp to ramp, 360 degrees, 270 degrees of those had to be in flight, the rest could be done with ramps, and we had to do it in a production car. We're allowed to put a cage in it and a couple of tiny little modifications, and that is it. And as you guys just witnessed, we've done it. This is a stunt back to the 1970s. If I'm allowed to reference the James Bond movie, The Man with the Golden Gun, that's what made it so famous. It's been voted over and over and over again as the world's best car stunt. It hasn't really been done since. A couple of people have tried it, really kind of quite scruffy landings. That's it. It hasn't, you know, it hasn't been done for a reason. I've put my heart and soul, my team have put our heart and soul into this. It's a dream come true for me. It's another one off my list. We managed to do the largest loop-the-loop in the world with the F-PACE, which was 7 stories high. That was also a dream of mine, a stunt I always wanted to do. This one, since I was a kid, this was the one I wanted to be able to do, and do it as the way we've done it as well. I mean, it was so good that, you know, look back at the landing, it's as sweet as anything. So I'm really chuffed, really chuffed. I've achieved a dream, childhood dream as well. So, you know, it's thank you, Jaguar. You know, thank you for letting me do it. So all of my emotions, believe it or not, through that, I'm very calm. I've got my stunt coordinator, who's one of my best friends, talking to me in my ears, keeping me calm. We already know what we're going to do, and there's a lot more tension on the outside looking at me doing it. I'm just totally focused. I'm breathing quite calmly, totally know what I've got to do, when I've got to do it. I've got marks to hit, which I managed to hit, which was fantastic. Timing was perfect, spot on. The landing was great, and after everything that I've been through, we totally nailed it tonight. Honestly, the car felt fantastic. You know, I needed a car underneath me that was sure-footed, and I know that could keep me safe, and it done all of those things in abundance. So there were so many difficulties along the way. We had to make sure we had the takeoff ramp correct. We had to make sure we had the flight correct. You know, every other time this has been attempted, the flight on the vehicles have been horrible. The nose has been up in the air, and it really, you know, it is an out-and-out stunt. And we just wanted to perfect that and refine it, because that's what the car, and that's what I deserve. And we've really done that. We've really been through the mill on all of our testing. The E-PACE, obviously it's the younger brother or the younger sister of the F-PACE. The F-PACE is an amazing car. This is its, like I say, its younger sibling. It's a little bit smaller. It's nimble, it's great, it drives, and it has all of the gadgets and more that the F-PACE have. That car is so successful. I really hope this is going to be more. It deserves to be more, especially after that, I promise.
So we're here at Excel Exhibition Centre, and we're introducing our new car to the PACE family, a compact SUV, the E-PACE. When we set about designing the E-PACE, we wanted to give the car character, because it's that type of car. It's got an attitude to it, and the size of the car really brings that attitude out in a very special way. And it's about the proportions of the car, it's about how it sits on its wheels, very large wheels incidentally. So it's got a kind of friendly but very assertive character, and probably has more character than most other cars in its class of this type. And the design of the car really stems from, one, a proportion, a great silhouette, a great roof line that sweeps off the back, and that really gives the car a sense of speed, because when a tall car like this, it's very difficult to capture that DNA of performance and speed. But we've managed to create the graphics to give it that sense of speed and that dynamism, that visual dynamism. You know, I'm always curious to see what we come up with the reveal of car. This car is about agility, it's about drivability, and it's about usability. And the idea of doing something which is about agility and about movement, you couldn't get more extreme than this. I didn't really expect it, but it's what we've done, and I think it suits the personality of the car fantastically. Well, the one thing else about the E-PACE is it's very sporty, and what we have done is, rather than take cues from the E-Type, we've taken it off the F-Type. So there is some relationship to its E-Type sister from way back. But it's got a lot of cues from the F-Type, our sports car, in terms of the graphics, some of the headlamp details, and even some of the lines. So there's a lot of sports car reference in the design of the car. Well, actually, this car is the third SUV we've done. We've done F-PACE, which has been hugely successful in the last 12 months. Car of the year, design of the year. And for Jaguar to come out with the first SUV design of the year is absolutely fantastic. Sometime in the first quarter next year, we'll be launching the production version of I-PACE. Everyone's seen I-PACE concept so far. It's a fantastic concept. We're very proud of it. Groundbreaking in so many ways, design-wise and in engineering-wise as well. And we'll be launching that in the first quarter of next year as a production car. And I'm really looking forward to it because we're all so proud of that car. It's a fantastic vehicle. And it will be the first of its kind in the world. You know, the car industry is going through the greatest change at the moment, and it has done in the last 100 years. It's not just Jaguar Land Rover, it's the whole industry. But for us, it's an opportunity to use innovation and new ideas to leap forward to a very exciting future with autonomy, with electrical cars. And the whole way of the motor car is being seen around the world is changing quite dramatically. But we want to be ahead of that, so there's huge scope for new ideas, creativity, and of course innovation. We have to do this in order to keep ahead of the pack. More than ever, customers are very design savvy, they're very design aware, and they want their cars to look and feel great. They want the interiors to be great, but also they want to use them. And one of the great aspects of designing an SUV is you have the opportunity to create something very stylish, which is never heard of in the past. An SUV being very stylish is not the norm, but also create something very practical. So what we're finding more and more is that people want things that are stylish, very design conscious, but also something they can really use, especially families.